I also, because I've just been making notes about things that I think about.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of them, not obviously to me, was I just wrote revelation out on a bike ride about how negative biking's been at the moment and ultimately how much fun this is. So that was my
wicked
thought, which I did put into an Instagram story, which did really well.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone who said well done to that. But yeah, it felt weird. I actually ended up speaking to Jace about it quite a bit.
What's that? Do you mean like TMZ?
Yeah,
sort of stuff. You don't want to be like feeding on the negativity.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
But speaking to someone like Jace was really helpful for me, because he's like, mate, he said, he's like, mate, we do it way harder than you, and it's not like stopped us getting deals in the past or anything like that. It's like, it is unfortunately just what it is, and if that's the thing that needs to be spoken about, or that is the phrase someone said, then that's just what it is. They lean into it way harder than I'd say we do, but it just felt like weird, dude. I had this like epiphany when I was making a clip, and it was like from the Teo episode, and it was one that did, relatively good about Chris Ball, and I was like, oh, this feels weird.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It just feels like off that I'm putting this out, but then I'm like, nah, it kind of needs doing.
It happens anyway.
Yeah, and you got, I guess we've not really spoke since that episode, but like that was a strange episode because so many messages off riders saying like, well done for doing it. It was really good. All you can imagine all the comments from all these different athletes, but yet none of them can really say anything publicly. They can't share it because they're worried for the job.
That's why Teo did a really great job.
Yeah, it is why Teo did a great job. But I just had this thing, and I was like, oh, it feels weird putting this out, but it kind of does need to be put out. Someone needs to say it.
But the controversy, you don't have any.
No.
You can talk about stuff.
I think it's because we had a couple on the bounce, but it was that, and then it was like the Rampage stuff.
But then the Rampage stuff, I don't feel like we were really... the controversy surrounded it, but I don't think we talked about it. We tried our hardest to not even bring it up.
That's what it is. I think it was more that it wasn't necessarily what we were putting out as a platform. It was just all that noise. And for me, you were out doing it.
Yeah.
Probably in a way, distance from it in a weird way.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas from my side, I was like consuming it all and having discussions with people. And like, for some reason, it's probably valid that obviously a lot of people come to our platform to voice their opinion.
Yeah.
Especially, I think it just worked out strangely that you guys did that episode.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the content that was in there was related to what actually happened.
Yeah.
And it just felt like all of these things were like popping and blowing up.
Yeah.
And it just felt like, oh, are we just fueling this? Or like, I don't know, it felt weird. And then I just went for a bike ride and I was like, oh, this is the thing. This is what actually matters. It's going out for a ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is like, this is it.
A good old reset, that is.
Yeah.
But I do think that, like, you can't get it confused. Like, we didn't really talk any smack on.
No.
I think all this controversy and all of this silliness afterwards. It's like, I didn't even get to see the event. You see so little of it.
Yeah.
I don't get to see. One thing I did notice, it was really funny. Ethan, really good friends with Ethan over the years. Absolutely fantastic bloke. And so him and Bren give each other a hard time, and he wrote something on, it was like a post, and he was like, came and looked at this, there's no way it's going to work. And then Bren probably wrote back like something like horrible back to him. And it's like a joke with really like good friends, like these are nice people. And just everyone jumps on board. And Ethan was like, holy shit. And he was like, oh my goodness, you've got some fans there, some loyal fans. They're really mean to me. And he said, and Olly, every single one of the mean comments that you've liked. And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even read the comments. I'm just like liking, like you just like stuff. And it made me realise how dangerous that actually is. You can't actually, I'm better off just not doing it, because obviously it's Ethan, he knows I'm not really bad. But like in another, if someone had written something really bad and then you've put your little like what is, it's such a weird currency, likes, and
it's the strangest.
It's just bizarre, isn't it?
You just end up overthinking stuff, I think, as well. Yeah. I think that's what I ended up doing a little bit. I was just I'm like, oh, I hope, I've never met Todd from Red Bull. But I'm like, I hope he doesn't think we're this thing that's like fuel it. I know it. I know they don't. And also what I was thinking loads about is how these two sugar water companies are like, people use the brand of the sponsor as the target. That makes sense? People are like, oh, Red Bull are doing this. And you're like,
mate, it's bizarre, some of the conspiracies and that.
yeah. And
You know, like
Monster should do their own and it's like, it doesn't, they're just a sponsor of an event.
Yeah. That's a really great point to bring up, because people talking about like the judges being Red Bull, they're not. It's a separate group of people that know what they're doing, and then like Bren getting offered a drink, it's because the people they have to offer him a drink. He's like sat on the floor, like head in his hands. They have to offer him a drink. It's not all like a big conspiracy. I hate all that stuff.
It just makes you think, doesn't it? Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It's just so interesting.
Relax. Everyone
see how people have been like, oh, Monster this, Red Bull that. It's they're just trying to, in a way, these guys are making our sport what it is. They're putting money into the events.
It's fantastic.
Like, what it is. I don't know. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I got a few good listenings.
Okay. Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah,
we're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
and
they
on
can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.